Etra saw it. My name is Karin. I'm a college student. In my second year, I joined an engineering workshop.
Hey, Karin. You free after this?
Too bad, Senpai. Karin has a fiancé.
Yuri, is that true?
Yep, I already had a fiancé 2 years older than me. He went to a different school.
Aw, I really want a boyfriend. Do you think something will happen at the school festival next week? Karin, are you marrying Hiragi-san right after graduation?
Well, he did propose to me, but I haven't officially replied yet. What are you guys talking about? Yuzuriha, you talking about boys? Something troubling you? Tell me, I know these things well. Well, nothing's really troubling me. Why is she joining our conversation? Well, we both like baseball, but we root for different teams. Switch over to his team. Wouldn't it be better to root for the same team as a family when you have kids? And I'm not sure if I'll get along with his parents. See, the thing is, that's easy. Just play the good girl on the surface. Parents die before their children anyways. I'm really good at that. All of my boyfriend's moms like me. Honey, you take things too seriously. What else is on your mind? From what I'm hearing, I think you have it pretty good, Karin. As long as you play your part right, I don't think there'll be any problems. I see. Hey, is your boyfriend coming to the school festival? Huh? Yeah, that's the plan. Oh, okay. Huh? School festival day. Hiragi-san, over here!
Sorry, Karin, I got lost.
It's okay. Karin! Huh? Someone say my name? Where is she? Hey, Karin, is that your boyfriend? Yes, this is Hiragi-san. This is Yuzuriha from my workshop. Nice to meet you. I'm Yuzuriha, Karin's friend. Karin always talks about you.
Oh, I'm flattered.
Karin, he isn't anything like you said! You exaggerate too much. He's very handsome.
Huh?
What? What is she saying right in front of him? Oh, that reminds me. Professor Kuroki was looking for you. It looked like he was in a hurry. You better go see him. Okay. What could it be? Sorry, Hiragi-san. I have to step out for a minute. Go ahead. I'll catch up with you.
Okay.
I have a bad feeling about leaving these two by themselves. As I predicted, he broke up with me afterwards.
I'm really sorry. I like someone else now.
A few days later, he was going out with Yuzuriha.
What? Yuzuriha's new boyfriend is Hiragi-san? What the hell? That's awful! Why are you so calm?
Well, I had my doubts about him in the first place. I'm pretty sure we would have broken up anyways, even if Yuzuriha wasn't involved. And it looks like she's better at dealing with him than I was, so it might be better for Hiragi-san too. Well, Yuzuriha still talking down on me about Hiragi-san is pretty annoying. Karin, should have been more considerate. He's such a great person on so many levels. It really comes down to how you handle things, you know? Okay. What's the point in telling me all this? But Yuzuriha, there's this thing about Hiragi-san. I can handle anything, don't worry. Okay. I was clumsy and messed things up. I'm sure you'll do just fine, Yuzuriha. Can't wait for the wedding. He really wanted to get married, so after we graduated, the two of them got married. Everyone from the workshop attended the wedding.
Please welcome the bride and groom. Karin, you okay? The groom is Rick's boyfriend.
I'm fine. I'm truly happy for them. With how everything turned out, I can finally tell you. His family has a lot of problems. A shut-in older brother, family in debt, hooked on some cult.
Help us, God! Oh!
Their family is falling apart, but all they do is pray to their god.
Wow.
He has an older sister too, but she ran away from home to get away from it all. At first he was like,
Once I get a job, I'm out of here. I want to live with you.
but ultimately, his parents brainwashed him.
Sorry. I'm the only one that can support them.
When I went to his house to say hello, nice to meet you.
Dad, Mom, once we get married, Karin will do everything around the house, so don't worry. Oh!
He tried to make me his parents' slave.
What? I didn't know it was like that.
But he doesn't understand what's going on. He doesn't intend to harm me or anything, he's just brainwashed.
We'll all be a happy family together.
I'm surprised you went out with him as long as you did.
Well, my house was close to his, and I've known him for a while, so there were some emotional ties. I was trying to figure out how to end it with him when Yuzuriha came into the picture. When they started dating, I tried to tell her about his family problems, But you know how she is. She just says, I can handle it to everything, you know? She just kept interrupting me when I was trying to tell her, so I just gave up. So I think things are going to get tough for her from here on.
Candle service.
Yuzuriha, congratulations. Thank you. Good luck to you with everything. I can handle it, don't worry. As predicted, things were pretty tough for her afterwards. Right after getting married, she moved in with his parents. She had to do everything around the house, including taking care of the shut-in brother. Here's your meal. She had to get a part-time job. That'll be $13.60. Her mother-in-law often caused cult-related problems in the neighborhood, and Yuzuriha had to apologize and pay for damages on her behalf. I'm so sorry! Their daughter was brainwashed at the cult's nursery.
God, raise my soul level.
And then her husband had to move to his work.
See you. Please take care of my family.
Please come back soon. I'm not sure if Yuzuriha has converted or not, but I'm sure they're trying to force it on her. They did it to me too, so something about raising the soul level or whatever. Since I live nearby, I hear all sorts of things about her whenever someone from the neighborhood tries to talk to her. I'm okay. Let me control. It's not a problem, was her reply. Apparently, Yuzuriha wants to get a divorce, but her husband isn't back yet, so it's not moving forward. Her daughter has been brainwashed and is all over the mother-in-law, so her hands are tied.
Cutting, over here.
Yuri, it's been so long.
Heard about your marriage, and you're pregnant too, right? Congratulations. When is your due date?
Spring of next year.
Yuzuriha got married right after graduation, but I heard she was struggling a lot because she didn't have money or career experience, and her family lived far away.
Just as I predicted. She's a I can handle it type of person, so I'm guessing she has trouble asking others for help. Huh? I got a message from Yuzuriha.
What? You guys kept in touch?
Not at all.
What did she say?
Long time no see. I heard you're pregnant. By the way, are you still keeping in touch with my husband? The last time I saw him was at your wedding. How are you guys doing? Did she think I was pregnant with Hidagi-san's child or something? Hidagi-san, where did you go?
Grandma said if we pray to God more and raise our soul level, we can see Daddy.
It wasn't supposed to be like this.
I'm Tachibana. I'm short, and people tell me I look scary. My brother Tokusa, who's 3 years younger, is tall and handsome. We're not anything alike. When I was growing up, my parents would tell me,
Looks aren't your best asset. Work hard to improve yourself from the inside.
Okay.
and so I got into a pretty decent school and a pretty decent company. I stayed modest and well-mannered throughout my life. I was 25 when I met Yuri at my new workplace. Hi, my name is Tachibana. Nice to meet you.
He looks like that famous actor with the rugged face! You're so hot!
Excuse me? We went out for 3 years and got married.
Woohoo!
My parents were extremely pleased with the news.
Remember, if you lose her, you'll never be able to marry again.
Okay. My mom welcomed in Yuri as if she was a princess. She still treats her like one to this day. 4 years later, my brother introduced us to Yuzuriha, a candidate for his future wife. They're both good looking. They seem good for each other.
Let's swap contact information.
We were invited to the dinner party as well. It was a really nice dinner. But then...
Huh? What's this?
Huh?
You're not pregnant with Tokusa's child, are you?
It was an unbelievable message from Yuzuriha. Yuzuriha kept sending messages without waiting for Yuri's reply.
No one in their right mind would choose that older brother over Tokusa. You got close to the older brother to get what Tokusa, didn't you? Even if that wasn't your original intention, I'm sure you had a change of heart when you saw Tokusa. Just admit it, you like Tokusa too.
Not everyone's into the pretty boy type, you know. Look! I just sent you a screenshot. Send it to Kusa, would you?
Okay.
I don't want anything to do with this. It's bad for the baby inside.
Yes, ma'am. I sent the screenshot to my brother and parents. Tokusa just kept apologizing. My mom was furious. After that, my mom shut out Yuzuriha.
Picking on your daughter-in-law before the marriage, you're awful!
One day, she came to our house, screaming at the door.
Who are you gonna choose, your parents or me?
On another day, she brought her friends with her and struck Tokusa with an ultimatum. She was making a mess all over.
That bitch! She's pregnant with Tokusa's child. She's not getting away with this. I'm not going to let her have that baby!
She had some horrifying thoughts. Fortunately, our family was united as one. My brother and parents kept their guard up. She wasn't able to steal any information from us. Finally, she was found walking around the neighborhood,
Something funny going on between Tokusa-san and his older brother's wife, Yuri.
trying to collect evidence about Yuri and my brother. After this incident, our parents called out Yuzuriha's parents to give an official warning.
This is our final warning. If this doesn't stop, we're going to court.
We're so sorry.
Apologize to them. We promise she won't bother you ever again. Her parents were pretty normal people. They promised us this wasn't going to happen again. Needless to say, my brother broke up with Yuzuriha.
It was her. She wanted Tokusa for herself. She even got pregnant with his child.
I heard Yuzuriha was still going crazy over her theory. My nephew. But when Tokusa sent her a picture of our son, who looks exactly like me, born in the midst of all of this, it finally shut her up. By the way, my mom said she went through something similar.
When I married your father, people around me said I was after the money or that it was a sham marriage. I was like, what money?
And your face turned out more rugged than me. I knew you'd struggle with it in the future. That's why we told you over and over again to improve yourself from the inside. But I guess no matter how good or bad your face is, you'll struggle either way.
Ugh.
That's why your mom flips out when people say things about your face.
I see.
Things went back to normal. Our rugged-faced son is growing up just fine.
So adorable. Ah, he looks like a mafia boss.
When he gets a bit older, I'm planning on having the same talk my parents had with me when I was young.
I have a young sister. My mom always made a clear distinction between us. It wasn't anything like abuse or neglect. It was more like we didn't get along very well. When I tried to join in on their conversations, they would look at each other, go silent, and give me an awkward look. When we went out shopping, she would buy things for my little sister, but not me. Whenever my dad saw this, he sometimes brought me back gifts, but...
Here you are, Sasuji.
No fair, Sasuji!
You're the older sister. How do you think Akane feels?
No fair!
I didn't know you were like that.
So they kept saying mean things like that to me as I grew up.
Today, I am happily married and have a daughter of my own. I no longer live with my family. Akane got married too. She lived with my parents since she was working a lot. My mom did most of the work around the house. It looked like she got a lot of help with raising her kids too. I used to visit them with my daughter, but...
Hey, Nana!
You two, you're so pretty and smart. What do you want to do next? Hey, Mom! Don't just play with Akane's kids, play with Yuri too. Why do you have to discriminate like that? Really? I didn't notice. And I raised these two like they were my own. Yuri only comes by from time to time. Of course I'll have different feelings. That's it! You always singled me out when I was little! Do you know how hard that was? And now you're doing the same thing to my daughter? What is your problem? I got a part-time job when I was in high school so I could save money and pay for my own college. I even paid for living expenses when I was a student living here. That's not what I meant. We do something to upset you? If that's how it's going to be, we won't be coming by anymore. What? You're no longer my parents. From now on, Katsuda-san's parents are my real parents. And so, I stopped paying visits to my family. A year later, my dad retired from work and they were hosting a family dinner. I couldn't ignore that, so I ended up attending. Hey, sis, can I talk to you? What is it? Using Dad's severance pay, we decided to buy a two-family house. It's a pretty big house, so we still have to take out a mortgage. But Dad is skilled and he can still work, and we're both working still, so it's not a problem. So that's that. And after hearing you say that Mom and Dad weren't your real parents and that your in-laws were your true family, I decided I don't want you to be involved in any of our family matters. The house, the land, I will be inheriting everything. In return, I will look after Mom and Dad from now on. So please, sign these papers. Documents say that in the event of my parents' passing, I will surrender all my inheritance, excluding the portion I am legally entitled to. I signed the papers and left. So my sister got the house of her dreams, and she had Mom do all the housework so she could focus on the job she loved. And she was leading a happy life. But a few years later, Dad got dementia. To make things worse, my mother got injured and became physically disabled. I learned this when my sister called me. You have an obligation to look after them too. Either come by the house or live in this house and look after them. I can't. I'm looking after my mother-in-law. But my hands were tied, so I ended up going to my family's house I'd never visited. It looked nice from the outside, but the inside was pretty messy. I can't pay the mortgage because of Mom and Dad's hospital bills. I can't live in a house like this. I still have kids to look after too. You should come here every day and look after them, or better yet, live here and take care of everything. You have an obligation to look after your parents too. You said you would look after Mom and Dad. Take responsibility for your words. I'm relinquishing all of my inheritance. Remember the documents I signed? And I'm working too while looking after my mother-in-law. So I literally can't come here and look after things. My mother-in-law was really good to me throughout the years. She helped me a lot. So helping her came natural to me, and it isn't a burden. It's normal to look after people that cared for you. Have you guys done any of that for me? But I couldn't just leave them like that and do absolutely nothing. So I contacted some local aid group to get help with their nursing care certification and requested home care workers. My sister was still complaining that it was expensive, but her husband and children snapped at her and she finally stopped complaining. I visited my parents from time to time to handle paperwork. My mom was constantly complaining about my sister when she wasn't around. And Connie didn't help me at all when I got injured. I couldn't just serve microwave dishes or canned food, so I asked her to help me, but she can't do anything. Needless to say, she can't do anything to help Dad. She even complained that people younger than her are getting promotions before her because she couldn't go to college. And she blames us for that. She'd say things like, "What are you going to do about my life? My life is messed up because of you guys." So I told her, "Your older sister went to college with her own money. If you're going to complain, why didn't you go to college with your own money like she did? You just didn't try hard enough." Then she started crying. "Mom, you're disgusting." "What?" "And Akane depended on you guys for everything, and she has the nerve to blame you guys now that you're both useless? That's disgusting too. Anyways, I'm done. I am finished here." Since then, I haven't seen them once. I blocked most of their calls. From what I hear from home care workers and other relatives, they are getting by with their help. My dad used to be gentle and kind, but after getting dementia, he became short-tempered.
Sasuji left because of you! Why can't I see Sasuji? It's your fault this home is like hell!
Are the things he would say. I hear Mom is regretting things. She even said I was wrong. But hearing that doesn't really make me feel any better. I think I'll just focus on taking care of my family. When I got into junior college, my older cousin gave me a silver ring. At a glance, it was a black silver ring for men. It only had a small stone, so it looked cheap. But apparently, it was an antique and it was pretty expensive. My cousin passed away, but he told me, if you keep it on for a long time, its charm will increase. So even after I got married and got a job, I wore it almost every day. But one day... Huh? My ring! I thought I put it here! I lost the ring while I was washing my lunchbox at work. But a few days later, I found the ring on the floor in the locker room at work. That design! That's my ring! Phew! Better not lose it. I'm gonna put it on. See you tomorrow. Wait up! That ring? Isn't that Akane-san? You think you can just steal people's things? What? I lost this ring a few days ago. What a lame excuse. Apologize right now. My name is engraved on the inside. Like she said, her name was engraved on the inside. They took away the ring from me and they threw me right in front of the company president, claiming I was a thief. I can't believe you'd steal something. I got this from my boyfriend. I don't want to work with a thief. I lost my job after that. Around that same time, my husband had been transferred to a different location, so we decided to move away together. I was embarrassed about being accused of theft and losing my job, so I never said anything to anyone about this. Most of all, I was so upset that I lost my cousin's memento. A few years later, there was a big Hoji ceremony in my hometown. I met with my family members for the first time since the incident. Hello, Susuji. You're prettier than ever. It's been a while. I went on a diet after the incident and lost about 55 pounds. I went inside the hall, and who do I find? It was Akane. She must have married someone in my distant family. She had a newborn baby in her arms. She had that ring on her finger. I didn't notice this until Karin, the widow of the older cousin that passed away, called out my name. Susuji, what's the matter? I was staring at Akane without moving a muscle. I was crying without making a sound. Karin and a few others took me to a different room. There, I told them about the ring incident for the first time. The ring he gave to me! She stole it! It's my ring! I see. Don't say a word, okay? We returned to the room and Karin asked Akane to show her the ring. At first, she seemed startled, but she showed it to us without hesitation. This ring? I got it in France when I was single. I went there with my mother. It's a pure silver antique. It was quite expensive, and I even had it engraved. She's lying. She said her boyfriend got it for her before, but I can't prove she's lying. She's gonna get away with it again. That's an original piece, all right, but I made that. It's made from clay silver. I polished my grandmother's sash band and used it as a stone.
What? What are you saying? I bought this ring!
Oh, okay, excuse me.
Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're gonna ruin it!
When I cover the ring with ink and press it on paper... See? It says here, Sasuji. See it? So this is your ring after all, Sasuji.
Sasuji? Hey, you're...
What, you didn't notice because I lost weight? You better have a good reason for calling me a thief back then. You're the one that stole my precious ring I got from my older cousin. You're the thief!
Hey, Akane! What is going on?
No, it's not true!
You stole something from her?
No, listen to me!
Later, she got divorced even before she could apologize to me. It was a small town, so her husband probably thought it was better to end it with her than being ridiculed for having a thief as a wife. Karin-san, you went to an art school? Yup, he asked me to make that too. It's kind of my job right now. I designed it so that your name would be hidden like that. My late husband and I laughed about it, saying we would all share a nice laugh together when she finds out. I didn't know it would come in handy in a situation like this, though. She probably got those engravings at some store, but you can't fool the actual person that made it. Karin-san was laughing about the whole thing. But the other day, due to an illness, she went to heaven where her ex-husband was waiting for her. But I believe this ring is watching over me on their behalf.
This is a story from when I was in my 20s. I was attacked, but also felt very conflicted about my situation. What? Not again. Yuck. There was an older man that often came as a customer to the bookstore where I worked. After greeting the female staff, he would often do things like touch the girls on the shoulder, or if someone was restocking, purposely reach from behind for a book on an upper shelf. Basically, sexually harassing the girls. Just because we felt a little uncomfortable around this guy, and because he was a paying customer, the manager wouldn't speak to him about it. One day,
Tsutsuji, this is my phone number and email address. When you're done with work, call me.
what? I can't accept this.
It's fine, it's fine. Talk to you later.
And that's what happened. It's okay to ignore this, isn't it?
Of course it is.
There are all sorts of people in this world. Oh, it's time to close up.
Thank you for your hard work today, everyone.
Think that guy is waiting for you in the parking lot?
Please don't say scary things like that.
He's here.
What?
Hey, get a hold of yourself, Tsutsuji!
I can't believe it, but that guy really was waiting for me in the parking lot. The manager told us what to do next.
He might follow you, so I'll leave first. Katsura will go out after this guy does. If he starts following Tsutsuji, start taking a video.
Still trembling with fear, I followed the manager out of the parking lot. Then the old guy really did start following me. My house was in the mountains, and apparently the guy lived in the opposite direction of me.
He's following you, isn't he?
Yes! What should I do?
If you go straight home, he will definitely follow you. Let's try to lose him along the way. Stay close to my car.
After that, we drove through the dark countryside in a 3-car car chase. Luckily, both the manager and I knew this area well, so while staying in contact, we were able to shake the old guy.
Go to the police and explain the situation. If they need more evidence, me and Katsura will talk to them.
The next day, I went to the police box just like the manager said to. They told me to talk with the police at the police station. That's when I heard something shocking.
Thank you for waiting. I'm from the Etra local police station. Are you Tsutsuji? Could you tell me in more detail about what happened?
I thought I was going to talk with the female officer about this, but to my surprise, a high-ranking, older officer came to talk with me. I told him everything that I could, including the old guy's name. I gave him the original memo. Then,
That guy used to work here. He's a former police officer. He sexually harassed some of the female officers, and as punishment, I had him dismissed.
a chill went down my spine when I heard that.
Idiot. You're the same age as his daughter. What was he thinking?
After that, the police told me they would do what they could. A female officer came by on patrol. Plainclothes officers would come by as well. For a few weeks after, I reported the old guy. Thank you. The security detail that I had in the store was like some VIP. Thanks to them, this incident remained relatively minor, but there is one thing that keeps bothering me. I had a classmate that lived in the same city as me. Just a little while before this incident occurred, she also had a stalker following her. She talked to the police, but they didn't help her like they helped me. She had her mail opened and was chased many times, but the police wrote her off saying that the stalker was just infatuated with her. If the incident was caused by their own mismanagement, the police would take care of it. I was left with complex feelings about how everything played out. 10 years ago or so, my older sister died from an illness. My niece, Karin, was still in preschool at that time. She was a single mother, wasn't she? I really don't want to send my granddaughter to an orphanage, so I was thinking about looking after her here. That sounds okay. Big Sis would have wanted that, I think. After talking things over, my mother adopted Karin. However, both Mom and Dad are self-employed. I wonder if they will have enough time to look after Karin. She needs to have a proper caretaker. After thinking over different choices, I decided to quit my job and look after Karin, basically a stand-in mother. On one summer day, Karin, have you decided what you want for your birthday present?
I won't tell you until we get to the toy store. Huh? Hey, can I have something to drink?
Are you thirsty? Well, it is a hot day. Let's buy something at the vending machine over there. Huh? Wait a second! Karin! Where are you going? Are you going to drink that?
Here, this is for you.
What? For me?
Karin, where are... That's the homeless man that started living in the park.
Mister, you're always sitting down, right? I thought you might be thirsty. Drink this and feel better.
Is it really alright for me to have this?
Yes. Please take it if you like.
Thank you. I'll drink it. You're so kind, even to trash like me.
What? Mister, you aren't trash.
The man thanked us again and again while crying and walked away. We didn't see him at the park anymore after that. A few months later.
Wow, a Christmas tree! At school, we had a Christmas party.
Aw, that's nice. Did you have fun?
Yep.
You still have to figure out what to ask Santa for this year.
Excuse me.
Yes? Who?
I'm sorry for stopping you suddenly. I'm the homeless man you gave that bottle of tea to during summer.
That man!
It's the mister we met in the park.
At that time, I had been laid off from work and couldn't support my family. I couldn't find a new job and just couldn't take it, so I ran and left my family. But when I met her, she was so kind to me. The memories of my family came flooding back. After that, I got motivated and was somehow able to find a new job. I apologized to my family and have finally started to earn their forgiveness. It's all thanks to you. Thank you so much.
20 years later.
Karin! Congratulations! I hope you'll be happy together.
Aw, sis, stop that. You're crying more than the bride is.
Karin, congratulations. You're wonderful.
Mr. Hiragi, thanks for coming all this way. After suddenly meeting again that one Christmas, we became friends and still are to this day. It was summer, but to him, Karin's present was like receiving a gift from Santa.
I'm Yuri. When I was a child, there was this old woman people called the witch in our neighborhood. She was pretty famous in the neighborhood. Even grown men were scared of her.
Whoa, she's creepy.
Once, an infamous monster parent in the neighborhood challenge the witch?
Hey, do you realize you're causing trouble for everyone? My daughter is so scared she can't even walk. Ugh! Shut the hell up! Ah! Get out of here! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! Help me!
Stay away from the witch at all costs! The witch's house was a pretty big one-story building. She had all sorts of flowers planted around the house. She lived alone. If she found anyone stepping into her garden...
Ma'am, are you home?
Who said you could come in? Get out!
Ah!
Bloodshed was inevitable. So my mom always told me...
We must never go near that old lady, okay?
Okay. She told me the same thing many times. One day when I was passing by the witch's house... Wow, that's amazing! The sunflower in her garden was stunningly beautiful. I was staring in awe while standing in the garden's entrance. Oh, the next thing I knew, the witch was standing right in front of me. No, she's going to kill me. I'm sorry. The witch turned to the sunflower without saying a word. She was collecting something. Then she threw it at me. It was a worn-out pouch.
Plow the garden, cover it with eggshells or crushed up seashells, then bury these in the soil. It'll bloom nicely.
She went back inside. What is this, anyways? Sunflower seeds! I didn't know if she could hear me, but I yelled at her. Thank you, Granny! Mom, I'm home!
Hey there.
Granny gave me some sunflower seeds.
Huh?
Can I plant them in the yard?
Sure, but what, Granny?
That scary-looking one.
Oh, what?
But that was the last time I saw her. That Granny that gave me the sunflower seeds. I wonder how she's doing.
I heard she passed away.
What? Really?
The head of the neighborhood association visited her, and she was passed out in front of the Buddhist altar. They said several days had passed since the actual time of death. A typical, solitary death. Everyone was scared of her, so people stayed away.
They said there was a black and white picture of a young couple on the altar.
I heard someone saying that it was a picture of the old lady and her husband in her early years.
Wait, she was married?
My grandfather didn't even know, so I don't think a lot of people knew.
I'm not sure about the details, but she must have lost him at a young age. The old lady always had a hot temper, but no one knew why she became that way. I was terrified of her too, mostly due to preconceived notions. But when she gave me those seeds, she looked really kind. I still can't forget her smile from that day. Since then, the sunflower grows every year in our garden. We plant the seeds to see it again next year. The beautiful flowers are still intact to this day. The tradition was passed down to my son.
Wow! Mom, the flowers are coming in nicely.
They sure are.
Sunflowers are pretty!
I would like to see this tradition passed down to my grandchildren too.
This is a story from when I was in university. At the time, I was dating Tokusa, who also attended the same college. But one day, Akane suddenly started aggressively hitting on Tokusa. Because Akane was so explicit, it became a well-known fact she was aiming for my boyfriend, and even I ended up knowing about it. Then... Tokusa! Are you having lunch now? Will you have lunch with me? Actually, let's go on a date sometime. Hey, you. Tokusa is my boyfriend, got that? Huh? But Sasuji, you have more men than you know what to do with. Just open your legs again and they'll come running. What? That hurts! What are you doing, whore? Someone like you doesn't deserve to date a rich man like Tokusa! Get lost, porn star! What are you talking about? With your hanging out, getting red and hot in front of the camera. Stop saying nonsense like that.
Was it You who sent me that anonymous letter saying that Tsutsuji was a porn star, Akane?
What? I never heard about that.
Actually, the other day... What's this letter? It doesn't have a return address or a name on it. Is what happened.
Why didn't you tell me?
Sorry, I thought it would hurt your feelings.
That's right. I was the one who told Tokusa. I felt bad for Tokusa. He didn't know he was being tricked by this dirty whore. Hey, don't touch Tokusa. I'm not a porn star. What about the evidence? You can't tell me it's fake. I won't believe you. I don't care what you believe. It's not me.
So I would like to clear up the misunderstanding. Can I? About the porn that you sent me, I looked it up, and I found out that when it was made, Tsutsuji was about 15 or 16 at the time. So while it does look like Tsutsuji, it can't be her.
There's no way that's right. She probably just lied about her age.
Calm down.
I heard everything.
Karin, when did you...
I've been here the whole time. I'm just trying to eat my lunch. I've been friends with Sasuji since high school, and Sasuji has been told she looks like what's-her-name actress a lot. Sasuji's been mistaken for that actress on the street, and been harassed by guys. It's been a real pain for her, you know?
That doesn't prove that she didn't make those pornos.
By the way, this is a picture of Sasuji in high school.
You were chubby in high school.
Ah!
If you don't knock it off now, we'll get a lawyer involved and call the police and make you pay for this.
It seems like there's one more misunderstanding. I'm not rich at all.
Liar! Sasuji said that you owned a whole bunch of land! She was bragging about it! Huh? You told Karin that in the cafeteria the other day!
Is that what you were talking about?
No, your family isn't really that rich anyway.
That's true.
But that's what you said!
Tokusa, even though he goes on like he does, he's actually ojinushi. I guess it's rough.
It's what you said!
That's a different Janushi. We're not talking about owning any land.
I see what's going on now. Sorry. I've actually got hemorrhoids. And having hemorrhoids is sometimes called jinushi.
Hemorrhoids? Those things that can split and swell?
Yeah, I get the kind that swell up though.
No way!
Akane's dream of marrying a rich guy and living a life of luxury as a housewife went up in smoke. Akane started crying and ran away. After that, she stopped harassing me and following Tokusa around. But...
Hey! Are you free today? Let's go drinking, rich landowner. I'll go.
probably this is the person who wanted to cry most. His nickname became Rich Landowner.
I'm Karin. I'll be turning 20 next year. Ugh. Recently, I've been getting a lot of ads in the mail for kimonos. It's finally here! Etra Kimono Shop! This is a story about my mother. Etra Kimono Shop was a shop. They even had a TV commercial. But 1 year ago,
The mail ad said I was eligible for a free yukata cloth, so I called them. But a salesman came to our house and made us buy all sorts of things other than the roll of cloth. With everything, the total came near $1,000.
oh no! Wow! My mom's friend, who had a daughter 1 year older than me, fell victim to a high-pressure salesman from Etra Kimono Shop and warned us beforehand.
Be careful!
She shared her story with us so we wouldn't fall for the same trick. Today, this is the company Yuri-san was talking about last year, right? Yup. So we won't be shopping here, I guess. Right. But wait, Karin, don't you want a yukata? What? It says here, this Etra kimono shop is giving them away for free. I know, Mom. What are you talking about? Yuri-san is too kind, and she just can't say no. And these people, they exploit people like her. Karin, are you saying you're okay with that? Mom? Time for some poetic justice. Let's get some revenge. Mom! I heard I could get some yukata for free if I called. Yes? Yes, please. To my surprise, she called up the kimono shop and asked them to come over. A few days later, it was the day the kimono shop salesman was coming over. She had Yuri-san and other friends from the neighborhood over. They're here. Everyone, stay quiet, okay? I have to appear to be alone in the house, okay?
Got it!
What are you going to do, Mom?
Hello, ma'am. My name is Hiraki. I'm with the Etra Kimono Shop. It's a pleasure to meet you today.
Hello. Nice to meet you too.
Thank you for having me. Phew, nice day, isn't it?
Oh, wait. Looks like you're traveling light. It's not like I have a lot of choices for the free yukata, right? Let's talk in the entrance hall. What the? Something has begun.
You can choose any yukata from here.
I see. They're prettier than I thought.
At the moment, we are offering a special discount price for tailoring services. You can turn these rolls into a nice yukata.
No thanks. My mother can tailor these herself.
But perhaps you would like a professional to tailor your yukata?
No need to worry. My mother tailored all of the yukata here in this house. I like this one. May I have it?
Of course. With that yukata, this accessory...
We have plenty at home, so no need. Please, we're done here.
What?
I'm asking you to leave. The ad said, a free roll of yukata cloth as a gift. It's a free gift, right?
Let's ask your daughter.
Quiet!
She's home, right?
My daughter isn't buying anything. I am. I want to buy my daughter's yukata. I am the one buying it, so she has no say in any of this. Wait, what am I saying? I'm not buying anything. It's a free gift. Their battle continued for some time. Neither of them would budge. After an hour or so, the salesman said something he shouldn't have said.
That's enough! A free yukata cloth as a gift? There's no such thing!
Your company looked up our address without our consent and sent us a letter saying, please enjoy this free gift, right? So then, what do you mean? I can't receive my gift? I've heard about your scamming methods from my neighbors. Well, you lasted an hour with me. That's quite impressive. But listen, my daughter and other mothers with daughters turning 20 next year are behind that door. In other words, your potential customers. You might want to watch your attitude and choose your words very carefully.
Please enjoy our free gift. You win! But can you just sign these so it looks like you bought these items? I just need you to sign these sales contracts.
I didn't buy anything, so I'm not signing anything. They battled for another 30 minutes or so, but my mom was strong. She got the items without signing anything. And then...
Wow, Asami-san! This is amazing!
Hiri-san, I got revenge for you! Her friends from the neighborhood were excited too.
I'm going to try this next year!
What? On the other hand, I learned that getting something for free is a lot of work. I better watch out for the free stuff when I grow up.
Middle-aged women scare me. Time to switch jobs.
Later, the Etra kimono shop. Stop using my picture on flyers without permission! Many wrongdoings beyond just high-pressure sales came out in the open. Their business wasn't doing so well to begin with, and they went out of business a year later. What? I haven't gotten my free yukata. Aw, that's too bad. These moms, they're so greedy. No. Strong.
I'm Kuroki. Right now I'm on a date with my wife, Akane, who I married 2 years ago. It's been a year since our last date. I have the perfect surprise for my pretty wife today.
Ah, this is adorable. Are you sure I can get anything I want?
Of course! I think it's about time.
Where to next?
You'll see when you get there.
What's that supposed to mean?
Here we are.
What? This is a hospital. You here to visit someone?
Yeah, you know him pretty well, too. It's this room. Hello, we stopped by to see how you're doing.
What the? Akamatsu? Why is he?
I told you you knew him well.
What the? Are you the nurse?
You might have already figured it out. This guy in bandages and my wife, they're lovers. 2 weeks ago, I found out Akane was cheating on me. She's been refusing me in bed for about a year now. I suspected something was going on and locked in her phone to find this. I've been working my ass off for her without getting any action, and she was fooling around with some other dude.
They're not getting away from this! I'm going to show you both hell!
And so, I prepared a surprise from hell for my wife.
Ah! I'm sorry! I won't do it again! Please forgive me, please!
Naoki, you got it all wrong! I don't even know this person!
Ah! I'm sorry!
Akane! The surprise isn't over yet. I took Akane to her lover's house.
This place.
You've been here many times, right? It's close to the hospital, so it'll be easier to visit him there. See? I got the keys and everything.
Naoki? What's up? What did you do to Akamatsu?
Come on! I didn't do anything that terrible.
What? Wait, to show you.
Relax. Go inside. Oh, and fill this out for me. I'll hand it in on my way back.
No! No! Please, no! I really didn't do anything, I swear!
Why? After we split up, you can see him all the time.
No, I won't sign it! I won't!
Akane, you don't want to end up like him, do you? Sign it, all right?
Okay.
And so the divorce was official. By the way, my ex-wife thought I beat up Akamatsu, but the truth is, I really didn't do anything. It was about a week ago. I was waiting for him to come out from his office.
What a day!
There he is. That's him. Excuse me, can I speak to you for a moment?
Huh? Who are you?
I'm the husband of the woman you're having an affair with.
What?
Then he hopped on his scooter and dashed off without even wearing a helmet.
Wait up, you asshole!
But he was going too fast. Going so fast that he couldn't make the turn at the curve and crashed into a wall. I called an ambulance and we went to the hospital together.
I'm sorry.
He only broke his legs, face, right arm, and ribs. I wasn't expecting him to put himself through hell. Seeing me probably brings back the trauma from the accident. He freaks out just by seeing me.
No! I'm sorry!
Poor guy. By the way, I stole the keys from my wife. I just got rid of the keychain. Seeing her reaction, she must have thought I stole it off Akamatsu. She was pretty stupid, too. I was enjoying the single life for a while, but recently I started dating someone with the same hobby. Akamatsu got fired and had to get a new job. They got married afterwards. But since he doesn't make enough money to support them both, Akane works at hostess clubs at night. I made them pay a lot for damages, so I'm sure they'll be struggling for a while.
Please have mercy!
Not my problem. As for me, I'm off on vacation with my new girlfriend. using the money I got from those two. See ya!
When I was in elementary school, a girl who didn't go to school was living with her mother in a house nearby.
Honey, have you checked this to Yuzudia's house?
That girl from that house. We're not even in the same grade. I never met her before.
You live nearby, right? Thank you. This house is always dark and scary.
Ah, thank you so much. Yuzudia, your friend from school brought you this.
Hi. I'm not your friend, but... Hi. Hey, let's play. But my mom told me not to go into a stranger house. What? Come on. Ouch!
You're welcome to come in. Or what? You don't like my daughter, so you're being mean?
Fine, I'll play. Come, my room is this way. Since then, I was forced to play with Yuzudiha whenever I had to bring her homework. Honey, you came again. Let's play. What a strange house. It smells funny too. Let's play with dolls. You use this one. This doll. It's not cute at all. What are you doing, Yuzudiha? They say if you do this, you will make many friends. First, I draw an X on the face. Then I wrap it around with red strings. Cute, right? Yeah, I want to go home. Then one day... Sorry, let's make a vow to be friends forever. A vow? First, I use it to cut my hand. It's your turn, Connie. We put our hands together and we become one. Here, give me your hand. It wasn't fear. It was more like all the frustration leading up to that point exploded. Get off of me! Connie, wait! Please don't go! Connie! I ran out of the house. I can't take it anymore. She's so boring. I have no idea what she's saying. I'm never going back again. I got her blood on my favorite shirt. Mom, listen to this. I told my mom what happened. Yuzudia ruined my shirt.
Oh no! Take it off now!
What?
You're not hurt, are you?
I'm okay. I ran before she could cut me.
Take a shower. You might have blood on your hair. We have to cut it.
You're going to throw that out?
I'll get you a new one.
And she took me to the hospital she works at right after.
We tested the blood just in case. Things look normal. She isn't hurt, so don't worry.
Oh, thank goodness.
I had no idea what was going on. Then a few months later, I moved and switched schools. A few years later,
I remember the teacher from school coming to her house to apologize. What was that all about? Her mom, she was a patient at the hospital I worked at. She was ill? Yeah, she was a prostitute, so she must have gotten it from one of her clients. She gave birth to her daughter without getting treatment because she had no money, so it was transmitted to her daughter as well. That's why she didn't come to school. Wait, so I didn't run away back then? And yesterday, I got a call from her grandparents. She passed away from her illness. They said she wanted to see you. She wanted to see her friend for the last time. What? She wasn't my friend. I'm glad you were strong enough to say no and run away. I'd forgotten all about this until my mom brought it up today. But if I hadn't run away that day, I may not be here today. It was a terrifying thought.
Coming! How can I help? Huh? This is a story that happened a few years ago. One day, a TV crew came to my doorstep.
Hello, we are with Etra TV. Are you Tokusa-san?
Yes, I am. Can I help you?
We are with the show People I Want to See. Your mother, who you've been separated from some time, she says she wants to see you and your sister, Sasuji-san.
What? Allow me to clarify. We weren't separated from our mother. She abandoned us. She always had a new boyfriend and would stay out all night. And one day, she just never came home. That's not all.
What are you looking at, huh? You have something to say to me, you little shit?
She hit us on a daily basis. She never did anything around the house. Our house was filled with garbage. Our dad wasn't home often due to work, and she would take advantage of that, inviting all sorts of men in.
I'm cold, Tokusa.
We were told to wait out on the balcony when she had visitors over, even during winter. After she disappeared, our father abandoned us too. But my uncle and his wife were kind enough to take us in.
We'll be your mom and dad from now on, okay?
It's so good.
There's more if you want.
There was food, we could take baths, the house and the clothes we wore were clean. We were finally able to live like normal people and enjoy being loved by parents. I finally forgot my past and now live a happy life. She wants to see me now? Screw that! I don't want to see her!
What? But wait, your mother was crying, so she wanted to see you. She's your mother. Think about her feelings too. Why not? Let's just hear them out, Tokusa.
Tsutsuji! Egged on by my sister, I decided to hear them out, although I wasn't interested at all.
So, your mother lives by herself now. She went through a lot in the past and she's still struggling today. She's turning old and she's not sure if she can keep going.
Aw.
So what did she say about the past?
Well, your mother said
It's okay!
she protected her children from her violent husband every day. She worked hard to pay off her father's debts, but seeing your face at night was what kept her going. And then she was threatened by her father and had no choice but to leave the house.
Wow, it's quite amazing actually. What a load of bullshit! That's all a lie.
Tokusa, come on. She wasn't the best mom, but she did give us life. Let's just meet her once, okay?
Tsutsuji.
Oh, your sister's so generous! Alright! Alright!
And so, on the day of the shoot, we went to Etra TV. Honestly, I felt like throwing up. But my sister, who was younger than me when everything happened, seemed to have a different view towards all of this. I did refrain from talking about our original mom after she left us.
Now let's bring them out. Akane-san's children, please come in.
Tokusa! Tsuji!
Oh my god, she's crazy. Never trust a woman's tears. But this is for my sister. Hold it. Hold it.
You're all grown up! I really wanted to see you too! What?
Don't touch me! You're filthy! You're not anyone's mother!
Sasuji-san, what do you mean?
You know that video footage you just saw about her past? Those were all lies.
What?
Our dad neglected us too, but it was her who hit us. She had no job. She spent all day drinking in the house or had her boyfriends over. And whenever someone came over, we had to go outside and wait in the balcony, even during winter.
Stop making things up!
Look at this! These are cigarette burns my brother got from that woman. She had a fight with a boyfriend and she was frustrated.
You probably did that to yourself!
I still have scars from you pushing me down on my back.
Stop it, Tsutsuji! You don't need to show your scar!
Director, this isn't good. Should I stop filming?
You probably did all this to get some money, didn't you? And you thought to yourself, I might score some sympathy points and make some more money as a TV persona. Ugh, too bad. That's not happening. You belong in the garbage dump. Sasuji-san, please, this isn't what you agreed to. I didn't agree to anything. I said I'd meet her. I never said I'd forgive her. Right, Takusa?
Yeah! After my sister dropped the bomb, they stopped shooting.
Sorry for all the trouble. No, we're sorry you had to go through that. No worries.
No, it's true!
We headed straight home.
Wow, that felt good. She definitely deserved that.
You should have told me what you were planning to do beforehand. You got a lot of people involved.
I'm sorry. If they sue us, I'll pay for damages.
No, I'll pay for it. It'll probably be a lot, though.
It's okay. We have to keep this a secret from Mom and Dad, okay?
Of course. My sister didn't have any emotional ties to her. Rather, she told her everything I wanted to tell her. Later, the TV station called us to tell us that the footage will not see the light of day. I was scared they might sue us for damages, but there was nothing like that. And what happened to that horrible woman after? Huh? Welfare?
Not our problem!
Apparently she tried to apply for welfare after that. but the city office sent us a letter requesting that we help her out first. She got pretty embarrassed in front of a lot of people. I don't think she'll ever contact us again. We're happy with our current lives, so I sincerely hope she never shows up in front of us again.